Okay team, our next analysis is on USD Swiss franc, starting on the monthly as usual. Here's our monthly upper, mid, and lower zone. We also identified a monthly uptrend as we see higher lows and buy sensitivity enter the market at every contact. All right, before we take it down to the weekly, first thing I notice is all this sell pressure to the downside. Price is gonna have a hard time breaking this zone to the upside. We definitely see sellers protecting to the downside. So let's take it to the weekly for a closer look. All right, on to the weekly. We identified our weekly upper and our weekly lower zone. Here's that monthly uptrend that we identified on the monthly time frame. Now we do see sellers protect not only our monthly upper zone, but also our weekly upper zone, and buyers are protecting our weekly lower zone, hence area sensitivity and why we were actually able to identify our weekly upper and our weekly lower zone. All right, before taking it down to the daily, here's the main thing I noticed on this time frame. Off our monthly upper zone, we see a push to the downside. Why is this a push? Because price broke its weekly upper zone to the downside. That's an area sensitivity, making this a push. So what's after a push to the downside? That's right, an exhaustion to the upside. So here we see buyers enter the market for what looks to be like an exhaustion, which we would likely see complete at our weekly upper zone before then a potential continuational push to the downside. So let's look for potential entry short by taking it down another time frame. All right, on to the daily. We haven't seen any clear identification of area sensitivity, so we left our daily mid-range zone out of it. If there's no clear area sensitivity, we don't add anything. We don't force what's not there. So now let's talk flow. Okay, so off our monthly upper zone, we see that push to the downside. This is a push because, again, it broke our weekly upper zone to the downside. That's a push. We saw exhaustion, bearish engulfing candle, continuational push to the downside, but buyers are seeing buy sensitivity enter the market for another exhaustion. What's after an exhaustion? That's right, a continuational push to the downside. But the question is price going to find the sell sensitivity needs at this daily downtrend, or is it going to find the sell sensitivity needs at this weekly upper zone? That's the question that we need to answer. In my opinion, price is going to break this daily downtrend to the upside just simply because I don't see enough sell pressure at this daily downtrend. Okay, so for entry, what does this mean? Well, we're waiting for price to make its way up. We're going to stay patient and wait for price to make its way up to its weekly upper zone. Here we'll see the sell pressure enter the market that we need, and at a bearish engulfing candle close, so price action confirmation, we enter short for that continuational push to the downside. Now quickly, here's an important piece of information I want to share with you. Here's a daily push and here's a daily exhaustion, but when we take it to the monthly, that daily exhaustion does not count as a monthly exhaustion. On the monthly time frame, here's a monthly push, and we're now coming back for a monthly exhaustion, which is why I have a good hunch, especially since we're not seeing enough sell pressure at this daily downtrend, that price is going to come back for its monthly exhaustion to retest this weekly upper zone before seeing the sell pressure needs for that continuational push to the downside. So that's it for USD Swiss franc. On to the next one.